Hello, welcome to GarageHammerTactics. We're bringing you another Horus Heresy bat rep. Please welcome Neil to the channel.
Hello.
He's a member of Attrition Gaming. We were supposed to be going to your event this weekend, weren't we?
Yeah, damn Rona.
Damn Rona. But we all got wife passes, so we've taken the opportunity to play a game.
And heresy training continues no matter what, I think.
As it's supposed to be your event, we're going to do a mission from your event, Mission 1. It's called Suicide
Mission.
Suicide Mission. The attacker, which will be me, Traitor Blood Angels, against the defender,
which will be Salamanders and a small unit of Custodes.
Yeah. So victory conditions is Blood Angels need to get scoring units inside their deployment zone and get a running total of 1 point for each at the end of the turn. And you just need to murder me, don't you?
Yeah, well, I like that. That's how I like to play. So yeah. That works.
And Attrition Gaming are a new sponsor for board terrain.
Yeah, we have a nice association now, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah. So just have a quick look at the board, and this is what you should expect from Attrition Gaming events. So that's the board. It's looking pretty good.
Yep, that's the lovely Warlord.
Yeah, I'm excited to play on it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Let's get into those lists and see what we've got.
3,000 points of Salamanders using the Covenant of Fire Rite of War. HQ choices, we have the man mountain that is Cassian Dracos, a Legion Traitor with digital lasers, Dragon Scale Storm Shield and Mantle of the Eldar Drake and a Paragon Blade, and a Primus Medicae with Artificer Armour and Melter Bombs and a Refractor Field. Next, our Elite's choice, Fire Drake Terminator Squad with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. Dedicated Transport is a Spartan Assault Tank with Pintle Mounted Multi-Melter. 2 identical troops choices, 10-man Tactical Squads with Rhino Transports and Pintle Mounted Multi-Melters. Fast Attack choice, a Primaris Lightning with Ground Tracking Auguries and 2 Sun Fury Heavy Missiles. Heavy Support choice, a Legion Heavy Support Squad with Missile Launchers. The Sergeant has a Master Crafted Missile Launcher. And our Lord of War choice is a Macarius Heavy Tank with Sponson Heavy Bolters. Running alongside the Salamanders, an allied detachment of Legio Custodes led by the Captain General himself, Constantine Valdor, and a squad of Legio Custodes Custodian Guard with Melter Bombs. 3,000
points of Blood Angels running the Rite of War Day of Revelation. HQs are a Traitor, who is a Warlord with Artificer Armour, Blade of Perdition, digital lasers, Iron Halo and a jump pack with Melter Bombs. Also a Chaplain with Artificer Armour, Blade of Perdition, Melter Bombs, Power Maulers, Decronius and a Refractor Field. Moving on to troops, 2 identical assault squads, 15 man strong, 3 power axes, Sergeant has Artificer Armour and a Power Fist. Elites, I have a 10-man Dawnbreaker squad with the Fallen Star pattern Power Spears, all with Melter Bombs. The Sergeant has a Blade of Perdition. I have an Apothecary detachment with jump packs and Power Swords. I have a 10-man vet squad using the Weapon Masters tactics with 2 Power Swords, Power Fist on the Sergeant with Artificer Armour and Melter Bombs all round. Fast attack choices, I have an Incendious class Dreadnought with Armoured Ceramite, Extra Armour, 2 Illustrious Assault Cannons and 2 Talons of Perditions. I have a Anvilus pattern Dreadclaw. I have 2 Javelin Speeders with the Missile Launchers and Illustrious pattern Assault Cannons and 1 Hunter Killer Missile on 1. Heavy support, I have a Leviathan Siege Dreadnought with Storm Cannon, Salt Cannons in the nipples and Snippy Claw with Melter Gun inside. No Phosphex, but it does have Armoured Ceramite. It'll be riding in a Legion Dreadnought drop pod. And to finish off the list, I have a Fire Raptor with Hellstrike missiles, auto cannon battery, and armoured Ceramite. Okay, here we are deployed. The defender deploys first and goes first as per the mission rules. So Neil's all set up.
The stress has started already.
Blood Angels, Neil deploy again. We're going to try a Seize. Neil's a little bit nervous for a Seize.
Don't like Blood Angels, I don't like Seize rolls. I don't really like Heresy, I don't know why I'm here to be honest.
Alright, let's see what we can get. 6. No, definitely not. So we'll be going into Salamanders turn 1.
Right, Salamanders turn 1 movement. I haven't done very much because the Blood Angels are coming down as a null deploy. I don't want to give room for deep strikes behind my lines because that's going to be a bad start. So we've just shuffled the Rhino and the Spartan forward just a little bit, just to cut off a bit more space if we can. The contents of here are going to handle themselves okay, I would think, so I'm not too worried. Cassian's fine. These guys up here are obviously not going to move. Valdor and these Custodians are just shuffled a little bit. Again, the Rhino's just shuffled a little bit. And the Macaris has just moved over slightly, so we've got a decent line of sight down there. But I can't really do anything else until the Blood Angels come down and I know what I can shoot at. And that's it for my turn. Nothing to shoot at, nothing to do. We're just sitting around and waiting. Wait for these red guys to come out the sky.
Blood Angels turn 1 movement. All the jump units come in automatically turn 1 due to their revelation. Been quite lucky with my scatters.
Very lucky.
Neil was eagerly watching the scatter dice rolls. Levy's come in here. Sort of wants to make those missile launchers a priority as a bit of anti-armour shooting against him. Obviously everything's bunched up right now. Let's go into the shooting phase and do some runs. Not some bad runs from the Blood Angels. 5, a 3, and a mighty 6. So let's get them spread out in anticipation for some large blasts. Nice and spread out now, ready for the large blasts. We forgot to mention our Warlord traits. I've rolled on the strategic table and got Conqueror of Cities. So I get move through cover and stealth against ruins. And we're counting the destroyed Warlord as ruins with a 5-up cover save. And what was your Warlord trait, Neil?
Master of Defence, which grants the Warlord counter-attack special rule.
Excellent. So, on to some actual shooting. The Leviathan, who's come in, is going to take some shots at the rocket squad at the top there. Starting off with his storm cannon, hitting on 2s for 5 hits, and then wounding on 2s for 4 wounds. So that's 4 cover save now.
Well, we've got, say, Sergeant at the front with Artificers, so we're going to
one at a time then.
Tank a few of these. Safe as houses.
Loves it. And then assault cannons, as they've got the rule where 111 will jam, roll 4 at a time. I'll re-roll that one in a sec as it's cocked. So all hits so far. Yep, all 8 hits. Wounding on 2s, so 2 rends and 5 normal saves. If you could take the rends please first.
So these will be on 5-ups, yeah.
Whoa. So Sergeant and 1 other is gone.
And then we've got
5 more.
5 more 5-ups.
3-ups.
Oh yeah, of course.
Not rendered.
Yeah, sorry. So we do 3 altogether.
Yes. 3 casualties from the missile squad will confer to a leadership check.
Which we pass.
They pass. So that's the end of Blood Angels turn 1. Quick and easy. Just landing in, getting ready for the fight, taking it to the Salamanders and some cheeky little custodes.
Salamanders turn 2 movement. The lightning has helpfully come on from reserve. I think we're going to shoot some Sun Fury missiles into this big blob of red dudes over here. We'll see how well that goes. Never used them before, so it'll be interesting. The Rhinos pivoted around, deployed a tactical squad. So there's going to be some bolter fire, hopefully. Spartans move forward. We're going to try and thin out those Dawnbreakers with the las cannons. We'll see how that works. I have taken out the Traitor and his 5-Drake squad. They can make a charge against the chaplain in his unit, but it's 9 inches.
It's a risky one.
Risky one, yeah, especially with Salamanders. So we'll see. If I get in, I think it's going to be fun. But if I don't, I'm going to get charged next turn, so we'll see how that works. We had a long debate, Sean and I, about Cassian, Dracos and the Leviathan, about who's better equipped to deal with who. We think with the rules they got, it's pretty even. So
there's a little bit of a trade-off with your
there is, yeah.
higher armour but no invul and
yeah, exactly. I can make you reroll the pen as well and
attacks.
So yeah, we're going to see. I'm going to take a pot shot with the melter gun, even though he's got ridiculous cover save, and then next turn I think we'll have a little dust up. Missile launch guys obviously not moved; they're still cowering. I've moved the Macarius around, try and get a line on something. I think the only thing you can really see is the Dawnbreakers, which is a shame because they've got awesome armour, and despite it being a big ordnance weapon, it's only AP3. So, but hey, make some saves, we'll see what happens. The Rhino has booted it around the corner up here. Not really sure what he's doing yet, just keeping him out of the way, I think. Valdor and his Custodian unit have just moved up, and we also did the run as well, just to get that finished. So, on to some shooting, I guess. Start the shooting phase with Cassian Dracos. Take this pot shot with the melter gun. We are Ballistic Skill 5, so we're going to hit on 2s, and we have a reroll because it counts as twin linked. So let's go. Oh, good. Pineapple, that's a nice start. Need to do that again now. Let's get through this
5's a glance.
Oh, it was there. No,
nothing.
it's gone. Okay, no problems. On to the next.
Off.
Okay, next we're going to use the last 2 remaining missile guys. A little bit of deliberation, but I think we're just going to shoot at the Leviathan again. You never know, lucky shot here and there, might do some damage. So let's go with 3s. 2 hits for the crack missiles, that's a good start. Armour 13, so we're looking for those 5s again. No!
Nothing, it's not going well.
It's not going well.
His armour is staying strong.
Stop taunting me. So we have the Macarius tank, fire its big battle cannon at the Dawnbreakers, basically the only thing I could see. We rolled the scatter off camera, which is hit, and we've got 6 hits, so now I'm going to roll for 2s to wound. So 1 failed, but we do have 5, so that's good.
So 5, 2 up saves, because it's only AP3.
Sadly.
So Artist for armour. Oh! Does not go well.
Have that.
So 3 Dawnbreakers go down.
We have a nice eye of the needle shot with the heavy bolter. I'm going to try and ride my luck a little bit more. So 3 shots into the Dawnbreakers. Oh, just 2 hits. Do have a Legion crew. And then we're looking for 3s to wound. Just the 1.
1 armour save, Artist for armour.
Oh.
A little bit better.
Okay, next we're going to go to the Spartan. I'm quite happy that some Dawnbreakers have died, so now we're going to try and make some more die. We've got a pretty good shot here, so there's going to be no
cover saves, straight
cover
through.
saves. We've got Snapfire and the Multi-Melter. We're going to Snapfire the Heavy Bolters, and we're going to use Machine Spirit and the Standard Ballistic Skill to fire these las cannons. So we'll start with the Heavy Bolters. Twin linked. Snap it.
No hits from them.
Nothing on that. And the Multi-Melter. Oh, look at that.
1 hit.
Good with snapping on those. 2s to wound. Yep.
So that's another one. Another one dropped.
And on to the las cannons. It's 2 lost and 2. Let's see. 2 hits. Reroll that one. No.
3 hits.
3 hits. Still 3 hits though. Take that. And 2s.
So 2 more. So 3 in total.
It's good though. It's good. Thinning them down.
I will look out Sir the Sergeant, as I believe he's one of the closest. Nope, so Sergeant goes as well. So Day of Revelation confers a cover save on the game turn that you arrive, as it's now game turn 2, and I arrived game turn 1. That's why the Dawnbreaker's got no cover saves.
Okay, moving on to the tactical squad on the Rhino. Rhino's going to shoot first. We've got a Twin Bolter and a Pintle Multi-Melter firing at the assault directly in front of us. So let's start with the bolters. 2 hits. Looking for 4s to wound. Nothing. Let's go with the Multi-Melter.
Yeah, they can have that.
Yeah, I'll get to reroll anyway because of the Covenant of Fire, but that's fine. And 2s to wound. Fab.
That's 1 Assault Marine gone.
Dead. Now the tactical squad, rapid fire bolters into the assault squad. Good stuff, 14 hits. So let's go for some wounds. We are looking for the 4s. 4-up's not really my friend, so let's see how we go. And they're not today.
Resulted in 7 wounds. Gonna have to do 2 at a time before it starts hitting the Artist for armour on a Sergeant. So first 2, both passed. Second 2, 1 failed, but feel no pain. No, so now down to 1 at a time. Just trying to do it quickly. Another feel no pain. No, and then sergeant on a 1. Oh, took a salamander out with him. But the sergeant's alive.
I'm going to snap fire the last cannon from the lightning because we've just off camera worked out all the Sun Fury missile hits. We'll do those in a second. So snap firing last cannon hits. Let's try and plink off the sergeant. 2s to wound, of course.
Another 1. So Sun Fury hits. You did quite well, didn't you?
Did quite well. We've got some good dice there. So we've got 19 wounds at AP3. We had no gets hot, which is good.
So 17 wounds total. Sergeant's already at the front, so we've got to start trying to tank him on the Artificer armour.
Can you make 17 rolls?
Oh, there he is.
Wait for it.
Let's work out how many wounds we get from the rest of the squad. Neil rightly said, feel no pain, so if we counted that, that was a drop die.
No,
okay. He goes. So another bit of dice rolling in separate occasions. 2 more before the Traitor. Apothecary saves only. They're both dead. Now onto the Traitor to start tanking some. So Praetor's got 9 to tank. Got to roll 3 at a time in case I need to start looking out Surin. His first roll of 3 is good. He's dropped 1. I'm still going to risk it. Hopefully it's not horrendous.
Down to 1.
Down to 1 wound. Sun Fury missiles cause a blind test. Initiative 5 for the Praetor, so nothing but 6. 2, so he's fine. Okay. Checks for losing 25% casualties. Praetor's still alive, so 10 or less. He's fine. And then
Dawn bitches.
Dawnbreakers lost the sergeant, so down to leadership 8. Oh, close.
Right, Salamanders assault phase, turn 2. We've only got one thing to do really, which is a long bomb charge with the Fire Drakes and the Praetor into this assault squad. We need to get there really, and that'll be fun times. But we are looking at a 10 because it's
9, but you're -1 for
minus
you.
1, yeah. So let's do it.
Oh! Woo! They love it. Let's see if a bit of Overwatch at least weathers them.
Good luck. Okay, here we go. Overwatch was completely ineffective, which is good. And after the heroically awesome long bomb charge, the Praetor has issued a challenge, which the Chaplain has accepted. So we're at initiative step 5 for the challenge. Praetor has 6 attacks, because there's 4 base plus 1 for charge and 1 for digilasers. So let's go. Looking for 3s, right?
Yes, your one's got 6.
That's good, we'll take that. Plus 1 strength, so 3s to wound, 6 is instant death, and an AP2 for a Paragon Blade. Okay, so
2 instant deaths.
2 instant deaths and 2 wounds.
What would you like me to say first? I'm guessing.
I think take the instant death first, if you don't mind, please, Sean.
Okay, so Refractor Field, 2 5-ups. No, he is double dead with 1 other, and then 2 others will just get a feel no pain, I guess.
Yep.
Nope, so he wipes out 4 blokes, including the Chaplain.
Does get hit back.
Chaplain hits back as he's same initiative step with 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. And then luckily he's a Chaplain in the first round of combat, so re-roll all of them. Still nothing.
This is terrifying.
Yeah, he definitely wanted to die. Initiative step 4. Assault Marines have piled in. Only 7 have managed to get into striking range. Be 14 attacks, hitting on 4s with no re-rolls because the Chaplain is now gone. Resulting in 7 hits. Strength 4 against toughness 4, but Blood Angels get their cheeky +1 to the dice roll. Being wounded on 3s for 4 wounds.
Saves the Fire Drakes, we're on 2+. All happy. Fire Drakes turn to hit back now, we're at initiative step 1. We're going to go with the Fire Drake Master first, who has 4 attacks because of the charge, and we're hitting on 3s with the Thunderhammer. Thankfully it's Mastercrafted, so we're going to re-roll that 1. Okay, so just 3 hits. Okay, and then wounds on 2s. Ouch. Okay,
so 2 more Assault Marines.
2 down. Okay, and then 12 attacks coming from the rest of the Fire Drakes, hitting on 3s. Ah! Okay, and then we're looking for 2s to wound. Okay, we'll take that. That's 6. That's
another 6 Marines dead.
So no feel no pain for them.
Striking back at initiative 1, it'll be 1 Pathicid Sergeant and 2 power axes, because that power axe was within 2 inches of that Marine at that initiative phase. So Sergeant first, 2 attacks, hitting on 4s, both hit, and wounding on 2s for 2 wounds. These are instant deaths, so Neil needs to get his 3-ups.
3-up in runs.
Oh! And 2 go down. The Blood Angels are finally fighting back. 4 attacks from the power axes for 1 hit and 1 wound, because they get their +1 to their roll. So
safe.
It's a little bit better from Neil now. So after that brutal attack, I need a double 1 leadership to stop these Blood Angels from running away. They are running.
It's a good job the mat's brown, isn't it? You can't see the poo running down the road.
Yes, but you're in catch fashy armour, so no running.
No chasing. No.
So 3d6 for jump packs. Running 8 + 3 is 11 inches. Good math, Sean.
Yeah.
Hopefully that isn't 11.
Cool. So end of turn 2. Smiling faces. Happy salamanders. Vulcan is most pleased. Yes, there's Blood Angels running, which is always a good start. I did score a victory point for killing a character in the challenge, and also in another 2 as per the mission for wiping out a unit, and the chaplain does count as a unit. So yeah, good start. Let's see what happens when this Fire Raptor and veterans come in now.
Hopefully get some 3-ups on those reserves. See you in Blood Angels turn 2. Movement from the Blood Angels. Everything has arrived from the reserves. The Contemptors come back here, scattered back a little bit. The Assault Marines have rallied, shuffle forward 3 inches. Dawnbreakers have come round to try and weaken this squad. I don't think they'll kill them outright. Assault Marines going to have a go at the tactical squad. Hopefully that goes one-sided. Leviathan move through his Dreadnought drop pod. We're going to have a little bit of a showdown there, hopefully. Dreadclaw come in with the vets. They've moved. They ran already. We'll have to measure if they're in the deployment zone or not at the end. I think they might just be out. Fire Raptors come in there to line up some targets. And the Javelins have come in the far side to destroy this Lord of War tank. Blood Angels turn 1 shoot him. The rallying assault squad are going to try and shoot the Terminators. Snap shooting as they've just rallied for 0 hits, as expected. Dawnbreakers shooting their crack grenades at him as well. 4 shots hitting on 3s for 2 hits, wounding on 2s for 2 wounds, so 2 up saves.
2 up saves. Oh, drop 1. Sorry, we've got feel no pain.
Yep.
No, okay, so takes a wound.
1 wound lost. Incendious Dreadnought up next. Let's have a pop at them a little bit more. Assault cannons in their claws. So 1 gets all hits. The second one gets 1 miss for a total of 7 hits. Oh, don't break it down. I'll pick him up in a second. Wounded on 2, 6 is a rending. For 6 wounds, but no rends.
Saves the Fire Drakes. Mathematics says I'm going to fail 1, so let's see.
And it's 2.
Oh,
and
yeah,
just 2. 2 feel no
2
pains.
feel no pains. Made 1, but we do lose that lead Fire Drake.
Bolt pistol shots from the Assault Marines to soften them up before they're going in. Traitor will be hitting on a 2. And the rest on 3s. Oh, they definitely don't like shooting. So 4 hits in total. Wounded on 4s for 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2
saves and 3 up. Oh, you killed 1. You think you deserve that?
Leviathan is going to have a pop at Cassindracos, is it?
The mighty Cassindracos.
The mighty Cassindracos. The Storm Cannon will be no use because he's armour 14 at the front. He's a bit of a beast. So I'm going to have to try and get some rending shots. Looking for 6s on the Assault Cannons. First one has 1 6. So just 1 6 plus the D3, which equals 15. So that is a pen. There's no armour saves or invuln saves, is there?
No, I don't think so. No invuln.
So see what that does.
Against the Assault Cannon.
A2. So he's just snapped firing. And
with that.
Melter is a hit. I'll need that again for a glance. So 1 glance.
Just a point there, having reread Cassian's rules, There is a rule which says that he can't have his armour degraded or have any additional dice rolled against him from armour penetration. So we think that the rending...
Yeah, don't get the additional rending, so effectively you can't do it. So it's just one glance off the mounted. Fire Raptor is going to unload everything on this turn. The autocannon is going to hit the side armour of the mighty Cassian Dracos. 4 shots, hitting on 2s to strafe and run. They are twin linked, thankfully. So for 3 hits. And then
3 5s, I reckon.
3 5s. Oh, 1.
Drops 1.
So he's down another hull point. Second autocannon, having a pop at the Rhino. Hitting on 2s again. We've all hit. And we are looking for 4s to glance for nothing.
Oh!
4 Hellstrike missiles going into the side armour of the Macarius, which is side armour 13.
13, yeah.
So looking for 2s to hit.
Oh.
And strength 8, 13. So we're looking for 5s with Sunder, thankfully.
Just as well. Oh,
nothing.
Still nothing, Sean!
It's not going well. So the Gatling cannons is going to shoot down at the Custodes. It's only AP 3, so it shouldn't do too much damage. Looking for 2s, so all hit. And then 2s again. Oh no, 3s because your toughness is 5, aren't you? So for 4 wounds.
Hey, look at that.
Tanks them all.
Shield of the Emperor.
Javelins into the side armour of the Macarius. Hitting on 2s, strafe and run. 1 has a hunter killer, so we'll roll that separately because there's no twin linked, which is a hit. And then 2s, so that is 5 hits total. Now hopefully I can eventually roll some 5s. There's 2 pens, so it loses 2 hull points. Moving on from them, the assault cannons, hopefully get some rending. 3 hits on the first one, 4 hits on the second. Just need a few more 6s. 4 6s would do it for me. There's another 2, but that takes it up to 12, so it's automatically glancing, so it's just 2 hull points because it's super heavy vehicle. Blood Angels turn 3, assault phase. Overwatch was declared ineffective on the tactical marines. Assault marines are now going to charge 5, 6 inches. Leviathan is going in for the mighty Cassian Dracos. He managed to hit with his melter on the Overwatch but failed to armour penetrate. We were looking for a 7 from the Leviathan and he just makes it with the exact number he needed. Dawnbreakers are going to charge the Terminators, no Overwatch for Cataphractii armour. Easily make it in with a 5. Assault Marines, combat. Praetor will strike at initiative 6 due to Day of Revelation, +1 initiative on the charge. He gets 5 attacks on the charge, hitting on 3s, and the Blade of Addition is mastercrafted, so he's got 4 hits, wounding / killing on 3s, so straight up 4 Marines died. Initiative step 5, all my Assault Marines with power swords and chain axes will hit first. The Apothecary's got a power sword, so he'll get 3 attacks on the charge, hitting on 4s and killing on a 3. No, 15 attacks at initiative 5 from chain swords, hitting on 4s. Quite a few 6s there. Managed to only miss 3, so 12 hits, wounding on 3s. Not too bad. 9 wounds in total. Sergeant's last at the back because he declined the challenge because Neil didn't want to give any away points.
Tactically withdrew, Sean.
Tactically was a coward.
Tactically a coward.
So 4 at a time before the sergeant.
So 1
Just
dies.
1.
Now 3. Oh, has that gone?
That's another
That's
1.
another 1. Then last 2.
Last 2.
Hey, just the sergeant
4.
left.
So just the sergeant. Hopefully the power axes will chop him up. Only 1 power axe has managed to get in range. Gets 3 attacks on the charge. Hits twice. He'll be wounded on 2s for the Blood Angels rule. That's a double 1!
They called it!
So he stays there, but he does need to take a leadership test, and he'll need a double 1.
Okay, morale check for the sergeant. Let's see if he legs it.
He's off.
Yep. Unfortunately, due to the Salamander Legion rules, I can't add a D6. Also, can't add my initiative to D6 for the sweeping score, so the Praetor is going to sweep me automatically.
Dreadnought off. Leviathan gets +1 to initiative and 2 hammer raff attacks on the charge, so he'll be striking all his attacks first. 2 hammer raffs, strength 8 against armor 14, needing 6s. Nothing there. And then he's got 4 attacks. What weapon skill is Cassian Draconis?
That's a very good question. Hang on.
So it's weapon skill 5 against weapon skill 6. I'll be hitting on 4s for 2 hits, and it'll be 4s up to glance. And
No!
the Leviathan Dreadnoughts now sweating inside.
Okay, the mighty Cassian Dracos will now hit back. He also has 4 attacks. He's going to be hitting on 3s because he has superior weapon skill. Okay, just a 2, but with 3s required.
So that's 1 penetrating hit, 1 4-up, saved.
Oh,
so they're just there slapping each other. Last combat, Dawnbreakers against the half decent.
Half decent?
Half decent. Yeah, they've put some hurt on me already, taking away a scoring unit pretty much. Initiative 5, the Dawnbreakers for the +1 on the charge, so they're going to be striking at the same time as the Traitor and the Primus Medicae. As it's the Blood Angels' turn, they'll be rolling their hits first. So 12 attacks, hitting on 4s for 6 hits. So 6 hits, strength 5 on the charge of the spears, and the +1 from the Legion Rule of the Blood Angels will reduce to a 2-up to wound for 5 wounds.
Invulnerable saves on the Fire Drakes. Okay, so we dropped 2, but we've got Feel No Pain roll.
Yep.
So 2 Feel No Pain rolls. Pass 1, so 1 Fire Drake takes a wound. Okay, so Traitor on 3s, attacking back. Oh, ouch. Lucky we've got a Master Crafted there. Okay, so it's a little bit better.
So a total of 4 hits
That's
there.
4 on that.
Is it 3s? Yeah.
It's 3, so 1 instant death and then 2.
Yeah, so just 3 Dawnbreakers, snuff it.
Okay, and Primus Medicae also comes in with his attacks, same initiative step. 3 hits. He has a puny chainsword. So we're looking for force to wound. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Here come the 1. Oh, just makes it.
Survives. And last but not least, the Fire Drakes come in with the Thunderhammers. Also weapon skill 5, so we're looking for 4s. Good. That's 3. And I'm looking for 2s. Only just.
But that is the last Dawnbreaker gone. It's the end of Blood Angels turn 2. It's not gone too well. Properly whiffed some of my dice rolls. I think the best thing to happen is taking the Macarius tank down to 2 hull points. It's now on to Salamanders / Custodes turn 3.
Okay, Salamanders turn 3. The Fire Drakes and Traitor, after successfully pulverising the Dawnbreakers, have strode over with a bit of a swagger, and they're going to try and take on the Blood Angels, Traitor, and what remains of his assault squad. The Rhino has moved forward just a few inches, just so we can get a melter shot on this Dreadclaw. The Spartan has moved round in between the ruined Warlord, and I'm going to take some shots at this jump pack Contemptor at the bottom here. We've got a few las cannons to fire at that, so hopefully that'll do some damage. Missile launch guys haven't moved. Cassian is in combat. Sorry, the mighty Cassian
get it right.
with the Leviathan. The lightning sped over to try and have a pop at the Fire Raptor. Even if we can cause a jink, that will help. Valdor and his unit of Custodes have moved around the side, and they're going to hopefully back up the mighty Cassian Dracos in combat with the Leviathan. The Rhino on the far side has moved around and is going to take a snapshot, I suspect, at the Fire Raptor. And the Macarius with the last 2 hull points has turned around and is going to hopefully do some damage back to those pesky land speeders. Salamander turn 3 shooting phase. The Macarius has spun around and is shooting at the javelins. We rolled the massive blast for the battle cannon off camera, which hit and destroyed the first land speeder. Sean was elected not to jink.
Yep.
Then the heavy bolters fired. We've got 3 hits and we did 6s to glance. And as you can see, we've got 2 beautiful pineapples staring back at us. So that is both speeders destroyed.
Yeah, very foolish of me not to jink.
Next up, the missile launcher squad have fired frag missiles at the vet squad on the edge of the deployment zone. A couple of big scatters or biggish scatters, and we only caused 3 hits in the end. So I'm going to roll for wounds now, and 4s are required. Just the 1.
1 free-up save. Passed.
Right, time for snap firing multi-melter on the Rhino. Sean, as every good student does, has learned the error of his ways and is electing to jink this time around.
Yeah, definitely.
Under the Covenant of Fire, we do have a reroll, so we're going to aim for a 6. No, and we have a reroll. Oh, there it is!
He's got it. So it'll be a Force of Glance.
Here's a glance. Sean has a jink roll.
4-up jink. He saves it. That's why we jink people.
Well, even though the Fire Raptor is now jinking, I think we're going to still shoot the lightning at it. Tempting as it is to fire at the drop pod, because every kill counts, I would like to try and remove the Fire Raptor. So we have 1 twin link las cannon left, so we're going to fire at that now. Hit. Oh, let's try that again.
That's another glance. And I'll reroll that, so it looks a little bit too cocked. No, so he takes a whole point.
Right, time for the cheeky Rhino to do some damage, hopefully. So we're going to fire the multi-melter, which we have checked is in melter range at the Anvilus pod. Looking for 3s. Snapshot reroll. Oh no!
Oh.
Big fails. Right, time for the Spartan to do some damage now. We've not shot up an awful lot so far, which is a shame. Okay, I guess we killed javelins, but otherwise. So, last cannons, I'm going to shoot at the Contemptor. The multi-melter is out of range, and the heavy bottles don't do any damage. So we're going to go straight in for the las. Requiring 3s. Got a reroll for twin links. No, okay, so 1 hit so far. So 3 hits in total.
Yep.
I'm looking
13 at the front, so 4s.
So we've got 2 glances.
2 5-up involves to make for the Incendious Dreadnought, and he takes 1 whole point.
Moving swiftly on, Salamander's assault phase. So we're going to start with the Traitor and his fire drake unit charging into the Blood Angel Praetor's unit. Don't think I can fail the charge, but you know.
No, it's an auto end, just see how far you go.
So -1 for the Salamanders, so 3 inches we've got there.
3 inches.
And we're also going to complete charge over here, hopefully, with Valdor and his unit of Custodians going to charge into the Leviathan to back up the mighty Cassian, should he prove to be less than mighty. So let's have a go. That should do it.
Yep, that looks like it'll be in range to me.
5 inches. Let's do it. Okay, we'll start with the Praetor's unit. He has issued a challenge which Sean has graciously accepted with his own Praetor. On the charge, we have 6 attacks due to digital lasers. So we're hitting on 4s. Mastercrafted. That is a whopping 5 hits.
That's good.
And we're wounding on 3s. Oh, ouch. Okay, so just the 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
Chance that Sean will
He's
survive
only
this.
got 1 wound, so he needs to pass both 4-ups. And he doesn't.
He's down.
He takes 1, so he is slain, but he is the same initiative and will strike back. 4 attacks back, hitting on 4s. It is mastercrafted.
Oh.
He does wound. And he will be wounding on a 3, which he gets 1 wound free.
3 up invulnerable.
He fails.
He does take a wound.
Blade of Perdition, it is 2 wounds. So,
ouch. So we've got that.
It has to be rolled individually, actually, so you need to roll 2 up. 2 involves. So, yeah,
okay,
he just takes 1.
And we have a feel no pain, which is we do not pass. So he
pass.
does feel pain, and he's lost a wound. Next up, the Primus Menike at initiative step 5. 5 attacks on the charge. He's hitting on 4s.
3s.
3s he's hitting on, beg your pardon, 3s. So just 4 hits. And then wounding on 4s. Ooh, 1 last one on the table. So just the 2 wounds.
2 wounds, and it'll be power armor saves, which they make
Easy.
it. Just jumping back, obviously the Praetor died with 1 wound, but it wasn't an instant death attack, so the Apothecary will attempt to save him on a 5-up. No. So, yeah, stays as it is, he is dead. Initiative step 4, the Assault Marines with chain axes will be striking first. 1's gone on the floor. I'll just re-roll this one. 5 hits in total. Wounded on 3s. 4-3.
Oh, look at that. We need a feel no pain roll now. Oh,
right.
He's another Fire Drake. Okay, initiative step 1. The remaining Fire Drake is going to hit with this on the hammer. 3 hits, hitting on 3s. Ouch.
Ooh, not so great.
Ouch.
I've got 3 power axes hitting at initiative 1. 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. Dropped another 1 on the floor. So 3 hits, wounded on 2s for 2 wounds.
Oh, fail 1. Feel no pain? Nope, so you just take a wound.
Almost getting them, slowly whittling them down. So Blood Angels won a combat, 1 by 2. So a panic check for the Salamanders.
At -2.
And they love it, yeah. Stay there for another turn.
Assault phase continues with the Captain General, Constantine Valdor, attacking the Leviathan. He's going in at higher initiative and with a whopping 6 attacks. Hitting on 3s. All hits.
There's 1/6 for an additional attack there.
Oh yeah, for a lightning blow, quite right. Which also hits.
So 7 hits.
There's going to be 7 hits. And because of his molecular severance rule, any roll of a 4+ to win a vehicle in combat results in a penetrating hit.
Oh, so 4 penetrating hits.
4 penetrating hits from Constantine Valdor.
4 up invols. Due to Valdor's rule, I have to re-roll successful invols as well. So I've made 2. I need to re-roll them. So I make 0. So he is gone.
Let's see if he explodes. It's only AP2, so no, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Correct. Alrighty. So end of turn 3 for the Salamanders. Some good, some bad. I'm very happy the Fire Raptor's jinking. Valdor was brilliant. Absolute murder stick he is.
Yeah, he did a number on the Leviathan
really
there, didn't he?
He really did. So Valdor and his unit of custodians are now going to waltz over, hopefully, and smash up that drop pod, because all extra points. Cassian Dracos used his consolidation to move towards the Anvilus pod. If he can get through that, there's some juicy veterans there waiting to be crushed.
Yeah.
And then disappointment really for me was the Contemptor only took a glance from the Spartan. Really wish I should have done more damage to that assault squad with the Praetor's unit. But hey, win some, lose some.
Blood Angels turn 3 movement. Neil is holding the line quite well. This is not a lot down his end. I've managed to get my vet squad into the scoring range, so hopefully if they survive at the end of this turn, they'll score me a point. The Ambulous Dreadclaw has jumped over Dracos to give him some flame attacks, so he'll be getting D6, strength 5, so against rear armour 10, I'll be looking for 5, so it's 1 glance, but Neil does get a 5-up invul against it.
Which we failed.
Doesn't, so he's down another hull point.
We'll have 1 left.
Continuing on for that, Fire Raptor's zoomed over here. He's going to get his autocannon on the rear of the Lightning. The other autocannons just hitting thin air, can't quite pull back further enough to hit the missile squad. And then the good old Gatling cannon at the front will have a go at the Rhino. Assault squad use the jump packs, passed all their dangerous terrain tests for coming out of the buildings. Hunting down the Spartan, chuck some melta bombs at it hopefully, and the Incendius has just moved forward, needs to get back in the game. Neil just rolled It Will Not Die for Dracos, he's back up to 2, got another 6. Blood Angels turn 3 shooting phase. The only thing that I've got to shoot is the Fire Raptor. It's going to machine spirit the autocannons into the rear of the Lightning, hitting on 3s because it's not a ground target, but it is twin linked. So all hit. Rear of the Lightning is 10, so I'll need 3s. So it is 2 pens, but Neil has elected to jink.
2 jink saves. We do have the agile rule, so we're looking for 3s.
And they make
Nailed it.
Gatling cannon from the Fire Raptor is going into that Rhino just in front of it. Snap shooting, so we're looking for some 6s. But it is twin linked. We've got 2 hits already. Just for 2. Strength 6 against armor 11, so 5s and 6s. So 1 glance. Angels turn 3 assault phase. The only thing that I've got going for me is these assault marines charging the Spartan. Be looking for a 7. And they do not get in. They cannot re-roll because they've already used their jump packs.
Sorry.
Neil is revelling in my poor dice
Reveling
rolling.
in the day of revelation.
Yes. So let's move on to this combat here. So initiative step 5 will be the Praetor. Neil's definitely playing the mission well. He's issued another challenge.
Challenge!
I have to accept use of my right of war, and the only character I've got left is my apothecary. So Hopefully he doesn't die.
So on 3s, that is
all hits.
5 hits. Looking for those tasty 6s. There's one.
1 6.
1 6.
So I suppose he gets saved at 2 feel no pains for his squad.
Ooh,
no, so it's himself and 2 other Marines dead.
Okay, next we have the Promised Medicae, 4 attacks with his puny chainsword again. So we're looking for 3s again, 3 hits, and then 4s to wound. 2 wounds.
2 free-up saves. Ha!
Oh, chopped
another Marine's gone. Striking back with what I've got left at initiative 4. 2 chain swords, 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. There's 2 hits there. Wounding on 3s, so 1 save to make, and it's your Primus Medicae is closest to him.
Okay, so still got Artificers, so still going to be 2 up. Which
And
he
he
passes.
loves it. Initiative step 1. The last Fire Drake and the 3 Power Axe of the Blood Angels will be striking at the same time. Blood Angels going first with 6 attacks, hitting on 4s for 3 hits, and then wounding on 2s for 2 wounds. So 2 involves, and they love it.
Passed. Drake strikes back. Oop. Hitting on 3s. Oh no, Snake Eyes again.
No. So Blood Angels have lost combat by 4. They've got no sergeant, so it's a 4 less. And they pass. So they're staying there for another round of combat. They're obviously not too worried about seeing everyone else die. That's the end of Blood Angels turn 3. It's going disastrous. I can see it's going one way quickly. I have scored a point. I've got a scoring unit in the deployment zone. They just need to stay hidden. I know the Super Heavy has some awesome 12-inch movement, so he might be able to wangle a shot at them. See you at Salamanders and Dirty Custodes. Turn 4.
Right, here we are. Turn 4 for the Salamanders. The lightning's flown off the board because we jinked anyway, and with 1 snap shooting las cannon, it's not really worth it, so we'll live to fight another turn. The Rhino has pivoted round. We're going to try and plink off this sergeant at the front with his power fist, because we don't really like him very much. The Spartans
looked at
up.
you the wrong way.
It did, cheek. So yeah, we just moved back. I think we're going to fire last cannon. It's probably half into the squad and half into the Contemptor, but we'll see. I think it's probably the best thing to do. The mighty Cassian Dracos has moved round the corner and is going to go and absolutely mulch that veteran squad.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
I hope. Missile launcher squad, as before, not doing anything. I think we'll probably try and pop that drop pod for some more points. Valdor squad's just moved through the wreckage of the Leviathan there and towards that Contemptor and Assault squad, should they get ideas above their station. The final Rhino and Tactical squad at the back here has just moved up. We'll try a single multi-melter shot, probably at the drop pod, the Ambulance drop pod that is. And the Macarius has moved forward to put his big template onto one of these. I seem to be shooting drop pods a lot, but there's not really much up this end to kill now. So
they're worth your points, so you might as well.
Yeah, there's points, exactly. So we'll have a go, see how we do. So we're going to start with the Rhino, which do the Bolter first at the Sergeant at the Blood Assault Squad. Bolter hits, Bolter wounds. If you
He's going to try and tank it. He's not a 1.
Oh,
it's a 6.
Emphatically. Next up, the Multi-Melter. Oh, Pineapple. He's now marked for certain death.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and look out, sir, for a 4 up. No.
Oh, he's done.
Sergeant goes down.
Dissolved.
Shouldn't have looked at him funny.
Well, time for the Spartan. Let's see if we can finish off this squad now. We're going to fire 1 last cannon using Power of the Machine Spirit at the Contemptor. The Spartan's going to fight everything else to that squad, but the Heavy Bolter and the Multi-Melter will be snap firing. So we'll start with the Contemptor. Twin last cannons, 2 hits, 1 glance,
isn't it? So a 5 up invult. No, he's taken another hull point.
We're whittling him down very, very slowly. The other last cannon at the Assault squad, twin link, thankfully. So 2 hits. Oh, only 1's dead.
That's another power axe gone. It's probably.
And snap firing Heavy Bolter. Miss. Twin linked. No, still no good. And the Multi-Melter. Twin linked. No, nothing.
So Assault squad's taken 25% casualties. So a leadership test of 8 or less.
Love it.
And they just about stay there.
Just about enough. We're also going to run Valdor's unit now. A whopping 2. Congratulations for stumbling through. Next, the mighty Cassian Dracos is going to set some Blood Angels on Holy Fire. 15 hits we've got from the template, and due to Salamanders rules, it's +1 strength to the heavy flamer, so we are wounding on 2s. That
It's 13
is
wounds.
pretty good.
13 saves coming up. I've got 6 before the sergeant. See how I go on. So 1 drop so far. Next 5. All. So 2 more. No, dies. And dies, so I lose 4 Marines. Not too bad considering all those wounds. 25% have been slayed. So let's see if they hold. They love it. They're staying there. Ready for that charge.
Play switches now around to the Rhino. After a fair bit of deliberation and chat, I think we're going to shoot this multi-melter at the Dreadnought drop pod that's in the open there, because I have a decent chance of killing it and hitting it. So let's go. Hitting on 3s. Oh, reroll the Covenant of Fire.
And still no.
That will teach me, won't it? After the epic failure of the multi-melter, I have to switch targets with the Macarius, who's now fired at the Dreadnought drop pod. We've got a hit and an armor penetrate, so now we're going to roll for damage. +1 for open top, so a big one would be good. Not
5.
big enough.
So it's weapon destroyed, which then goes to immobilise because it's got no weapons.
Double damage.
And it's a weapon. So yeah, essentially 2 hull points gone.
Next up, the missile squad is going to fire and try and finish off this Dreadnought drop pod. I feel like I've put too much into this already, but I'm so far down the line that I've
Looking for those
caring.
points.
So we're going to go for some hits. We do get 2 hits. That's good. 4s to take the last hull point. There it is.
And does it explode?
No. Charge time. Mighty Cassian Dracos is going to charge into the back of this veteran squad. We hope. Average 7 required.
5. And no fleet?
I don't think he has it, no. Having run out of people to challenge for the Traitor, because he's killed them all, we're just going to now go and strike. We've got 5 attacks. There's 5 Marines there, so this should pretty much do the business. Hitting on 3s. Okay, maybe not. Mastercrafted for that one. Oh no!
Right.
I've shawned it.
He's got a tired arm.
He has been hacking a lot of people to death. And we do have an instant death though, so one's definitely dead.
1 Parallax gone.
Primus Medicae next, hitting on 3s. Much more effective than Traitor, not as tired. And wounding on 4s with his puny chainsword. 2 wounds, Sean.
2 wounds, 2 saves.
Oh, I love it.
Getting back in the game, hopefully. 2 Assault Marines with chainswords striking back. Initiative 4, 3 hits, and wounding on 3s. So 2 wounds against the Primus Medicae.
2 ups.
He loves it.
Remaining Fire Drake, Initiative 1 Thunderhammers. Oh, just the 1 hit. Wounding on 2s. There it is.
There's 1 dead. There's another Power Axe gone, but does get to strike back at the same time with the other Power Axe in range as well. Hitting on 4s, so 3 hits. Wounding on 2s, so for 3 wounds. There's 3 invul saves.
On
You can pick, there's equal distance.
We'll take him on the Fire Drake then.
Yep,
3 ups. Oh, tanked. Look at that.
Loves it. Blood Angels lose combat by 2, looking for 6 or less. They are running. Not being chased down.
Nope.
Going 8 inches.
10-4. That's been okay. That's good. Too much fire pit into the drop pod. Wasn't ideal, to be honest. But that squad of Assault Marines is turned tail and is legging it, so that's always a bonus. I think I might live to regret not shooting at the fire up to next turn, but looking at everything that's around it, I think it's going to struggle to do any serious damage to most of the stuff that's on the board now. I think these Missile Marines might be for it, but we'll see. And Valdor making his way down towards this little cluster of Blood Angels here. I think
He's getting there, isn't he?
Yeah, it could be the end game. So, yeah, looking good. Looking good. Let's see how we go.
Blood Angels turn 4 movement. It was a quick one. Neil's not left me too much left to do. The vets have moved forward through the cover. Dreadclaws come round. He's doing another burn on him. See if he gets a few more hits. Another 2. And for nothing, so he's fine. I forgot to roll last turn actually. On a 1, he suffers a hull point penetrating hit, but he's fine. Neil thinks I'm foolish. I think I probably am. But the Fire Raptor's gone into hover and just zipped her over the Rhino and turn around. Just try and do something. Something will be good. These guys are actually the ones that were further back. They've jumped over the ones that rallied and trying to push towards that deployment zone. And the Incendious Dreadnought is going to try and get some revenge on these Drake Sworn Terminators. Blooded Angels turn 2 shooting. Fire Raptor is going to shoot his Gatling into the side of the mighty Cassian Dracos.
More mighty now.
Yeah, extra mighty. And the autocannon is going to shoot down into the Fire Drakes. Starting off with the autocannon, be hitting on 2s, all hit, and then wounding on 2s as well for 4 wounds. And I'll just be looking for some 1s off Neil.
Oh, please no 1s.
2.
2 1s, okay, that's a good start. So,
we'll just
no
work.
pain rolls, I guess.
Yes, 2 feel no pains. Makes 1.
So 1 takes a wound, which is going to be the Medicaid from there, I guess.
Yeah, closest to that gun. Gatling gun, 7 shots into the side, Cassian Dracos. 6 hits. Strength 6 versus 12s in the side. Be looking for 6s for 1 glance. He takes him down back to 2 as Neil did roll, and it will not die at the end of his turn. Incendious Dreadnought shooting at the Fire Drakes with his assault cannons. 3 hits on the first one and 3 hits on the second for a total of 6 hits. 2s to wound.
Oh, there's those 1s again.
3 1s. It's 3 2-up armour saves as there's no rending.
Here we go.
And he
Nailed
passes them all. Assault Marines are going to charge in the assault phase against the Rhino. No overwatch due to tanks not being able to overwatch. They're in with a 6. And then the Incendious is going to charge the Fire Drakes, looking for a 7. And he gets it with a 10. Assault Marines against the Rhino. The 2 Assault Marines have got melter bombs, but they'll have to strike after the Apothecary, who will be striking the back of the Rhino with 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, and then glancing on 6s. No glances. And then melter bombs for 1 hit and 1 pen, but Salamanders do have invulns against them.
Fire, we do get a 5 invulnerable, which we do not make.
And then it's a 1, which is a 3, but it's the same result, it's just snap fire in next turn. Turn 4 combat phase. The Incendious Dreadnought is going first at initiative 4, because everything else is hitting back as initiative 1. There's an initiative 10 Hammer of Wrath, doesn't wound, it's a good start.
More of those.
Yeah, you watch. So he's got 5 attacks on the charge, hitting on 4s.
Oh, there you go.
There's a
1 hit.
1 hit, and it's a 2 to wound. So it is a wound, but it has the death fire rule, so it is 2 invuls that need to be passed on that Fire Drake at the front. And he takes down, but it doesn't roll over as per the rules of the
What
death
strength
fire.
is it?
Strength 7. So
you've got feel no pain.
Yeah, feel no pain for both of those. So
Pass 1,
still,
fail 1.
Still fails 1, so the Thunder Hammer is gone.
1 attack back. Promise Medicaid is carrying melter bombs, so we're looking for a 4. No.
So you lose combat by 1, so it'll be a 9 or less. No, love it. It's the end of Blood Angels, turn 4. Still a little bit better than previous turns, but not going too well overall. Managed to get another point for these boys still being there, but as Neil's killing stuff, he's also racking up the points. So we're on to Salamanders and Filthy Custodes, turn 5, possibly the last turn.
Okay, Salamanders movement phase, turn 5. The Rhino has moved forward just enough that he's in range of the Ambulance pod with the multi-melter, so we're going to need a bit of luck, I think. The Macarius has moved up, driving through all these Blood Angel wrecks that are littering the battlefield.
They do apologise.
So he's going to fire, I suspect, a huge battle cannon and try and hit these Blood Angels down here. I'd like to try and remove them. Valdor's units moved up. maybe they'll shoot something and haven't actually fired any shots or anything yet. If those guys died, then we've got another long bomb charge to that contemptor, because I'm pretty sure Valdor's going to wreck it, but we've got to get there first. Cassian has decided to leave the veteran squad to go and cower behind the hill, and he's going to charge up and mince the remainder of this squad, we hope. The Spartans move back a little bit. That's going to fire. Last cannon's probably at the fire raptor as is now hovering. The other last cannon, perhaps at those squad there if they're not dead. I sincerely hope they are. The Rhinos just moved slightly out of the combat it was in and is also going to fire into that squad. I really don't like them. It's going to get a lot of fire.
Shooting at those 3 guys.
Yeah. And the lightning is zipped on from ongoing reserves.
Come at an angle.
Probably going to be the fire raptor, I think. I think there's anything else you can shoot at really. Missile guys up there, maybe we'll see what's left and they can mop up.
Probably shoot those guys over there.
Yeah, well, why not? Yeah, if they temerity to survive, we'll shoot them again. First up, Rhino multi-melter at the ambulance pod. Does hit. Need a 5, I think. Oh, a pen, lovely.
It's a pen. It's a straight shot through.
+2 to the damage. Oh, 4.
So it can't move and snap shooting next turn, but it's got no guns anyway.
Not content with the amount of damage the multi-melter did, the missile launcher squad is going to fire into that drop pod as well.
Yep.
2 shots hitting on 3s. Ouch. Not good. On to the lightning. We're going to fire at the fire raptor. Sean informs me that he is electing to jink this time.
Yep.
So on to las cannon. Ooh, miss.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. Do we go through the armour?
It's a glance.
Glance.
A 4-up jink save.
Ooh.
No, he goes down to 2 hull points.
Mighty Cassian Dracos is now flaming the assault squad. We've got 4 hits on the template off camera, so... ouch. Oh no, it's 2 because it's strength 6, isn't it? So 3 wounds.
Yep, my armour saves them. So 3 ups. They tank them all.
Look at that. Next up, the Rhino that snapped firing is going to fire his 20 bolter and multi-melter into the assault squad that rallied last turn. So bolters first. So just the 1 hit and a wound.
A 1 3 up.
Oh, miss, but Covenant of Fire says reroll.
Still a miss.
Nothing.
They survive.
Awesome time. So let's fire. I think we'll do last cannon into the assault squad over here, and the other last cannon using machine spirit into the fire raptor. Actually, no, sorry, very fun. Last cannon.
It's the other way around.
Yeah, other way around. Last cannon to the fire raptor. Snap fire and multimeter into the fire raptor, and machine spirit to fire.
Yeah,
the assault squad. Do the assault squad first. 2 hits. Ooh,
2 dead.
2 dead. 2 hits. Ooh, lovely.
2
pens.
So my jink saves.
Oh, look at that.
And then a snapfire and melter.
Snapfire and multi-melter. Twin linked. No, nothing.
Oh. Fire Raptor survives.
Nice on the edge. The Macarius has now fired its battle cannon at the Fire Raptor. As I just remembered, it was jinking. We did get a hit despite a small scatter, so now we're going for an unpenetration roll. Here's penetrated. Let's have the ordnance.
So another 4 up, come on. No, goes through.
It is 5
some
damage.
mobilised. Plus. Oh no, it's only AP3, isn't it?
No, AP3,
so it
yeah,
loses a weapon.
Oh, which weapon?
So the result of the weapon destroyed was the Gatling cannon at the front.
Valdor and his custodian is going to fire at the lone assault marine at the front there. I'll do Valdor's hypervelocity bolter first. 2 hits. 3 will do it. So AB2, he's dead.
He's gone.
Mighty Cassian Dracos is going to charge as we start the assault phase. We need 3 or 4, I think. That will do it. 6.
Definitely in.
1 single hammer of wrath attack for Cassian. His base strength does cause a wound.
Looking for a save. Nope, but apothecary save.
Oh, feel no pain.
Almost lost me Fire Raptor.
Right, Cassian at initiative 4, 5 attacks for the charge. So he's hitting on 3s. 4 hits, and that's good. We're going to be straight up killing on 2s here due to the strength. That's a wipeout.
Squad gone. Incendious Dreadnought striking first as Neil is going at initiative 1. 4 attacks now, hitting on 4s for 3 hits and wounding on 2s for 2 wounds. but it is 2 per wound, so it's 2 at a time on whoever you select first.
So you pretend it. So I think I'll tank it on the Traitor as I've got the Feel No Pain.
Yeah.
So 3 ups.
Fails 1.
Lose 1, so we need 2 Feel No Pain rolls.
Just 1.
Just 1 Feel No Pain. Nope.
No, and then it's another 2 wounds because that's just 1 attack. That was 1 claw hit.
Continuing saves. Oh, I don't like look at that at all.
Still gets Feel No Pain.
Oh.
He needs both of these to survive. No.
Traitor
is gone.
Oh no, that was terrible.
Let's see if the Primus Medicae can throw him out a bomb to revenge the Traitor.
Okay, 4 ups. He can.
Hits him.
Clamped on.
He's looking for a 5 or more on 2 dice. Oh, double 1.
Jesus wept.
So
and then I did.
he's lost by 2 wounds. He's leadership 9, so a 7 or less. Oh, and he's running.
He's running as well. Oh no, hang on. I failed Salamanders rules. I can re-roll 1 dice for a failed morale check.
No,
He's still running. He's still running.
So initiative off.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I'm going to lose it.
So he runs away and gets caught because he can't get away. Sending Dreadnought. Mighty 1-inch consolidation.
End of Salamanders turn 5. Losing my Traitor and Primus Medicae to the dirty Deathfire Dreadnought was annoying. But that's how it goes. I can't moan too much. Sean's had plenty of horrendous rolls, and hopefully we'll continue to do so. So that's fine. We've got rid of quite a lot of the stuff now. There's no more Assault Marines left. Got those sneaky veterans cowering over in the corner.
I've got my 4 surviving actually. Units.
4th surviving? Who's the 4th unit?
I've got my Dreadclaw.
Oh, the Dreadclaw. Okay, so yeah, we'll get that. I'm pretty sure if we do have another turn that I'm going to get that Dreadnought and Fire Raptor. Because if Valor gets that Dreadnought, I think he's going to rip it to bits. But we've got to get there first. And it's not my go next, so let's see what happens.
So, Blood Angels turn 5. So, end of Blood Angels turn 5 movement. The Fire Raptor and the Dreadclaw both gone into zoom in and are trying to reduce points scored against them. The Vet Squad just shimmied round, still hiding from everything. So hopefully they score me another point. And the Incendious Dreadnought is just going to try and kill this Rhino. Blood Angels turn 5 shooting. Incendious Dreadnought into the side of the Rhino with his assault cannons. Hitting on 2s. Oh! He's got a jam.
I've never seen it.
One of his claws is now no longer to fire for the rest of the game. And the other one wasn't far off as well. So 5 1s out of 8 dice. What are the odds? So 5s to glance. Well, at least he does wreck the Rhino. Fire Raptor is going to use Power of Machine Spirit to fully upload that autocannon into the side of the Lord of War tank. Be hitting on 2s for 4 hits and then looking for 6s. Oh, it's only 1. He's still alive on 1 hull point. The Vet Squad ran a mighty 2 inches. And that's the end of the Blood Angel shooting phase. There will be no assault phase for Blood Angels, and that's a pretty rare sound. And that is the end of the game unless we roll a 4 up. So Neil, if you could do the honours.
Oh,
no, that is it. That is game.
Sean taints the dice to avoid a tabling.
Yeah, it's been a great game. I've enjoyed it very much. I hope you've enjoyed it, Neil.
Yeah, really good.
And total up the scores. I hope it's not too embarrassing for myself. And we'll see you at the outro. All right, that's it, everyone. What a brutal, brutal game. I've never lost so much combat with my Blood Angels ever, I don't think. Those Drake Sworn Terminators, are they called?
Fire Drakes.
Fire Drakes.
Fire Drakes for the Praetor. And
absolutely brutal. Just
yeah,
murdered. Dawnbreakers, 2 assault squads, 3 challenges, wasn't it?
3 challenges to Praetor 1, yeah.
Yeah, so...
although once that Contemptor got into me with all your nasty Deathfire claws and
stuff,
he did some damage then. So
I felt a little bit better at that point. I was happy he was doing something.
He shouldn't have got there, to be fair. I shot a lot of him and he just kept coming, which was annoying. But,
not annoying for me.
No. There you go.
So I'm sure you've been paying attention. You probably know which way it's gone. Start with the Blood Angels. We've got a mighty 5 victory points because we ran down a couple of units and managed to get some scoring with the vets. And then, Neil, what was your score? It's pretty big, wasn't it?
Whopping 19 points.
So 19 to 5.
Yeah, the challenges definitely helped.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me being on kill points.
Yeah, I think just
was a challenge.
Kill points and the 2 kill points per.
Yeah, making it 2 points per unit destroyed is definitely a big buff in my
big
favour.
bonus, yes.
Yeah. I don't think there's really much. I was thinking even if you got all 3 of your units into deployment zone, if I was just blowing up stuff left, right, and centre, I think it was always uphill, wasn't it?
Even it was going to be difficult because I think I managed to be in your deployment turn for 3 turns.
Yeah.
So even that would have only been 9 points. Still wouldn't have been enough.
Still struggle. Plus those black book missions.
Yeah, they're a bit dodgy.
always a challenge.
But they're fun.
Game, though.
They're
good
fun.
Game, yeah.
It was narrative and
fun.
I enjoyed it. So
yeah, that's your 100% record gone though, isn't it?
Yeah, no.
So, yeah. Wings clipped, everyone.
Yes.
Congrats to me.
Sam and Tom will be very, very happy.
Be giddy when he Sam will be grinning like an idiot, I'm sure. Yeah.
I'll have to play one of them to get my winning streak back.
Quite right.
Yeah. You just want to talk about Attrition Gaming for a second?
Yeah. If anyone doesn't know who we are, we're organising events on the south coast, down near Southampton. Not at the moment, obviously, because of the big C word, which we won't mention again. So everything's been cancelled at the moment, or postponed, I should say, until the new year. But we do have Heresy events in the pipeline. Come and find us on Facebook. As soon as we're back up and running again, we'd love to have you along because it's always good atmosphere and it's always good fun.
Yeah. So thank you again for Attrition to providing the table. Hope you like the table, and if you want to do events, I'll link in their Facebook page in the description. Also, we're enjoying the subs that you guys are giving. Give us a like, give us some more subs. We like them. Instagram. You got an Instagram page?
Yeah, there's an Attrition Gaming Events, all one word, Instagram page. My own personal one, which is mostly full of Salamanders and Raven Guard, is Tyken's Rift. It's TYKENSRIFT.
I had to think about that one.
Yeah, that's a struggle. I post stuff pretty regularly up there at the moment. I'm just trying to churn through the backlog during these times.
And you're working on some Custodes recently,
yes.
Just for this game especially.
Valor on the Custodes ready just for this game. The Custodes did absolutely nothing, as you've seen. Valor came through and looked a bit of a whirlwind, but didn't actually do an awful lot given the points laid out. But he's there as this ominous threat in the background.
Yeah,
so
he had me running away from him.
Yeah, indeed. Right thing to do, I think.
Yeah. So you'll find those Instagram links in the description as well. And again, thank you, Neil, for coming.
No worries.
And we'll see you in the next game.
See ya.
Bye.